Someone who is a national champion, a member of the U.S. Olympic team, a world record setter, and an author deserves a great amount of recognition and honor. Fred Wilt happens to be one of these men. He started his accomplishments during his senior year of college at Indiana University as an NCAA champion in the 2-mile and the 4-mile in 1941. Over his decades of competing, Fred won 8 national AAU titles in cross-country races. In 1948 and 1952, he earned a spot on the U.S. Olympic team. Between the two Olympics, Fred won the James E. Sullivan Award for his character, leadership, sportsmanship, and for being the best amateur athlete in the United States. Just 2 years later, he set an indoor world record for the 2-mile with a time of 8 minutes and 51 seconds. That same year, he broke a record for 5,000 meters that was held by an 18-year-old American with a time of 14 minutes, 26.8 seconds.
When it comes to running and you think about a Renaissance man, automatically Fred Wilt comes to mind. Not only was he an accomplished runner by winning 10 national championships, he went on to coach at Purdue University and also was an accomplished writer.
In 1964, he published his first book, Run, Run, Run. A few years later, as he was observing Soviet athletes warming up, he discovered plyometrics, which inspired his second book, Soviet Theory, Technique and Training for Running and Hurdling. He continued to write 8 more books based on long-distance running and track and field, including How They Train, which was a long-time bestseller. Wilt also helped start Track Technique, one of the best technical journals in the world.
Fred Wilt is one of those runners that put his heart and soul into running and also earned the admiration of his peers while running. Ted Corbett, one of those who was inducted in our first class at the Hall of Fame, saw him as one of those runners that had a lot of heart and soul and may kind of hang back and teach us some of the techniques that are used today where you're not the front runner out there. You kind of hold back in the pack a little bit, save a little energy so you have that push for the end so that you could come back for those who put that emphasis out there on the course to lead the pack, where he saved his energy so he could do that push at the end and have that extra kick to win those races. That's why Fred is truly a great person to induct this year into the National Distance Running Hall of Fame.